Morning, welcome to the Daily Dose. It's Tuesday, September 21st, and here's where James, he pivots back again in James chapter 1, verse 9. He goes back to this idea of trials, and he talks about it in the context of people who are poor and people who are rich. So we're going through the book of James verse by verse. So let's look at verse 9. This is what James says. Believers in humble circumstances or in poorer circumstances ought to take pride in their high position. What's their high position? Their high position in Jesus Christ. James is writing an audience of people who are scattered, they're dispersed, and in their assemblies, in their house churches, they're both poor Christians and rich Christians. And what he says to poor Christians, the trial of being poor, having humble circumstances, gives you the ability to take pride in the riches that you have in Christ, because no external circumstance can grab and steal the treasure of Jesus inside of you. Now, let's be honest. For most of us, we're not poor, especially by the world's standards. I mean, all the percentages, you can go to World Vision, you can go to multiple organizations, and it'll tell you how many billions of people live on less than $2 a day. We're drinking coffee that's over $4 per cup by 9 a.m., okay? So we're not poor. However, we are spiritually poor. We struggle in a lot of different ways. And what we can't afford to do is to be prideful in the way that we manage ourselves to the outside world. We have to be prideful about what Christ has done for us, to be humble that we are sinners saved by grace. And whether we worship next to somebody who makes $1 million a year and you know that they're killing it, or whether we worship next to somebody that's struggling financially, there's equal status in the eyes and the mind and the heart of God. That's what James is teaching us. That trials, whether poor or rich, serve a purpose. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about rich people like you and like me. I'll see you on the Daily Dose then.